Hi everyone, it's Ella from Solemntastic here, and today I will be showing you how to do the heart bracelet. Without further ado, let's get started. So the first thing you're going to want to do is, I have clear bands, so I'm sorry that you might not be able to see this, but I am going to put a triangular band, kind of like as if you're putting on horizontal bands on a triple single. You're going to want to go from the offset configuration of your loom from this peg to these two pegs with your triangular shaped band. And now you're going to want to take two of whatever color you're using for the heart. You're going to want to take two. In my case, I'm using the pink from the Tutti Frutti mixed pack, also from rainbowloom.com. I haven't seen it in stores. As you can see, it's right here. And you're going to want to go from the first pin, from where it comes down to your other, to where like this peg comes down one peg. You're going to want to go from that peg that's the lowest, and you're going to want to place it diagonally to the second pin on the left side. Again, you're going to want to go do that exact same thing, just opposite, mirrored. And you're going to want to go from the center pin in the middle to the right second pin as a diagonal. And then with my bands, they're going to twist a little bit. That's fine. You can just kind of fix it if you notice it. And then the next bands you are going to do is you're going to take two of your second color if you're using two. If not, then you're just going to continue doing these steps. You're going for this next part, you're going to want to go from the first pin on your left side into the center and up to the second peg in the center. You're going to want to go from the first peg on the right side to the second peg in the center. So just like that, before I go super fast. So the same thing again, you're going to want to go from this time you're going from the second middle peg to the second middle peg to the, this time, third peg on the left. Okay, and then you're going to want to go from the center peg again up to the third peg on the right. So just like that. And then you're going to want to take these bands and you're going to want to take it on the second peg of the left side and go into the center. And then you're also going to do that on the other side, and you're going to go this way into the center from the second peg on the right. And you're going to keep doing that all the way up your loom. So center the third peg up the center column, up to the fourth peg on the right. Same thing on the right side, from the third center peg on your loom to the fourth on the right. And now you're going to want to take two clear bands in my case, and you're going to want to take those from the left third peg. You're going to want to go to the center, your fourth peg in the center. And then you're going to want to do the same thing on the right side, third peg up into the center, and that's going to be your fourth peg on your center. And then you're going to keep doing that all the way up. actually, by this point on your loom, you're going to want to stop at these 2 pegs. So you're going to want to have these 3 pegs open right here. You're going to stop at these 2 pegs with these 3 pegs completely empty. And what you're going to do from there is you're going to take one of my pink bands, and you're going to go straight on your loom, and then with 2 clear bands in my case, you're going to want to go this way. So from your last peg on your loom into the center on the opposite side of your loom, so this side. And you're going to want to do the same thing on the right side, coming from this peg into the center on your last peg on your middle column. And then what you're going to want to do from there is you're going to want to do a cap band. So turn your loom to the red arrow is pointing towards you, and my red arrow is down here. You're going to want to cap it off, creating 3 loops. So just like that. And so now I'm just going to push my columns down, make sure they're not going to pop off on me. And okay, so what you're going to want to do is you're going to go under your triple looped cap band and make sure you go through all of the loops. Grab your very first band, and it should be the one that goes to the right. Or I'm sorry, now that you turned your loom around, it should be the one that goes to the left. And go back under the cap band, grab your next band and loop it over. And a tip to know that you're looping it correctly is that it forms a teardrop shape. So then you're going to want to loop the center band. And then what you're going to want to do is come here on the left side, your left column, and just loop this to the second center peg in this bracelet. So right here, you're going to want to loop this one and then do the same on the opposite side. And then you're going to want to loop these bands to the left and right. So go into the center peg, and where this pink band is coming from, you're going to want to loop those clear bands. You're going to continue to do that hooking process. So come to the left, hook that to the center peg, come to the right, hook that to the center peg, and then come in this middle column and loop these 2 to these sides, and then repeat that process all the way down your loom. So from the left inwards, from the right to the center peg, center to the sides, center to the side. Okay, so when you come to the end, you're going to want to do the same process. You're going to want to go to the center from the sides. So side, right side to the center, left side to the center, center peg in the middle column, go out to the side, and go back in and out to the opposite side. Now here's what you're going to want to do with this. You're going to want to take that triangular band we placed at the beginning of the video. You're going to want to take that, and it doesn't matter which side you go in from, but you're going to want to go in and grab one side of it, go in Okay, so go in and grab it and loop it to this center peg here at the end of your loom, and do the same on the opposite side. Now you're going to want to tie off with a clear band, so you will take it like this and then just gently pull it off. Don't yank it off, or you could rip your bracelet. But just nicely and gently pull it off with ease and not too much tension. And when you're pulling this off, make sure that that clear band does not slip off your hook, or that would be a really sad day. So once you have it off, it should look something like this. And you can just obviously rearrange bands here and there, kind of stretch it out and make sure it's laying how you want it to. And then what you're going to want to do is turn your loom the other way around, so this facing straight with the arrow pointing away from you. And I'm going to have to open up my little package of clear bands here, and I am going to get bands out and then just close that back up for the moment. And you're going to want to take those bands, you're just going to want to go up in a straight line. You're going to want to turn your loom around, going the opposite direction with the red arrow pointing towards you. And this is the riskiest part for most bracelets, but you're going to want to put this on the end peg of the last band you placed for your extension for your wrist, and you're just gonna want to loop that all the way down. And then you can just, again, don't yank it off, or you could rip it, just nicely pull it off. But this is the finished product, and I really like this bracelet. I haven't really ever made anything like this before. And I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. And I will see you in my next video. And yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next tutorial.